What is good, friends, and welcome back. Thanks for watching me. If you are upset because I'm not making videos lately, it's because I am busy with work. February and March, it's really busy for me. After that, it will calm down a little bit, so I will dedicate more time towards the content and I have some great content to pump. I just need to script and create those videos. Great news, guys. If you are not currently in a conquest, you probably seen this announcement. Moscow will begin next week, next Thursday, if I recall. And I will be playing Moscow. Maybe not with HBR, but I will definitely play this conquest. Moscow is by far my best city, following by San Francisco, and in last place, Cairo. Yes, I'm not a big fan of the map, but speaking of good news and Cairo, if you guys noticed the bulletin board, they published that Lilith will fix or optimize, like they like to say, some of some details, or they will optimize Cairo following the poll they sent a few weeks ago. Not because I made a video about how bad Cairo was. Maybe they took this into consideration, but they trigger at least a poll so you guys could speak about how bad this map was. So following this poll, they will make some adjustment. They will optimize this conquest so they fix some bad stuff. It will not make this conquest perfect. I think it's good to have variety. I mean, to have different cities, but still, I think that Moscow is the best for me. It's the one that will allow you to go everywhere at any time, and Cairo is the most. It will limit you the most. Okay, let's say it like that. But do we agree that Cairo was bad? I mean, it was disappointing because Lilith really hyped that event with those map buildings, the desert oil, all the new stuff, the novelty that people were excited. And then when we played this conquest, it was kind of deceiving. It was a letdown, so to speak. So let's talk about the upcoming change, and maybe that will change your mind. Or if you didn't play Cairo yet, well, you have to at least try it once with an open mind and draw your own conclusion. Okay? So what they will do, let's see if we can access that the data. Yes. So first of all, they will fix the duration to 26 days. At least it was at least 40 days, if not 42 days, like in the beginning of the first conquest. 26 days is perfect. I mean, I only wish Lilith will release like mini events that will last a weekend long, because not everybody is as dedicated of the top players or the top alliance, and even in the top alliance, not everyone can commit, can sacrifice their personal time and their family time, their work time, or their school time for this game. I mean, if you are like I used to be, you understand that during a conquest you play late at night, you don't sleep well, maybe you skip school or work, I don't know, but the top tier alliance, they are really into it, and that wears you out in the long run. So maybe at least reducing the event to 26 days to be online with the other conquest is a great start. I only wish Lilith would release mini events during a weekend long so you can unwind and lose some steam, let some steam loose, and enjoy the game at its fullest. Anyway, so good news. Now, okay, they will adjust the mission to be in line with the 26 days. That is all right, no big deal there. Oh, and a funny thing about Cairo is it's the only map where you play in a coalition. Well, not the only map, but if you are a full alliance, you are forced to play in a coalition, meaning that you are two alliance in one coalition. You are supposed to support each other, but you cannot really. You only share reward, not reward. Yeah, you share points of interest. Let's say that we capture a node, and the other alliance doesn't. Then both the alliance in the same coalition will enjoy the reward, which is good. But in terms of combat, support, help, nothing has been said. So even if you start really close to each other, you cannot support until the blockhouse open, which is kind of weird. Anyways, when the blockhouse open, all the alliances can play against each other. Before that, you play with only one alliance and you cannot rely on your coalition to help you, which was kind of silly. Anyways, they will fix that. Good job. Another point that I highlight in my video about Cairo is at one point after the fourth, now you reach the first blockhouse, or is it the first or the second one? No, it's the first blockhouse that will access to the middle ring, and in one area of the city, one blockhouse can only be accessible by from one road. I may not explain it correctly, but if you play this city already, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So basically, the consequences, if one coalition try to go through this blockhouse, one alliance from the coalition have to build inside this ring, meaning that they have to abandon their central command and build a new one until you are able to build two central command. Before that, you have to do compromise. Either you abandon your central command and you invalidate all your claim land, meaning that you will invalidate all the assets you captured. No big deal if the other alliance in the same coalition have those buildings as well, because you share the rewards, right? But if it's not the case, you're kind of screwed, because you have to make a tough decision, and it's a dilemma. There's no good solution to a dilemma. It's only two bad solutions, and you have to take either one, right? So that was unfair to one side. Now they will rework this and make it fair to everyone. I just wish they fixed it when we highlighted the issue, but they did not. Maybe they didn't want to change anything until the next round. Anyways, so at least they will fix it. Oh yeah, the map buildings. Do we agree that the Scorpion Cannon is overpowered? By far. I mean, even all the other map buildings, most of them are tougher than an actual base. And this is a problem because, I mean, I'm not against those map building. I think they're great. They can either play for you or against you depending of how good you manage those buildings. But to make a long story short, the Scorpion Cannons were by far the worst building in terms of durability. Not worse being they were bad, but they would make you sweat, okay? Unless you were a lucky guy who had a 9.2 stars or infantry, that would be awesome, but that's not the case. Anyways, they will adjust the HP and firepower for this Scorpion Cannon, make it online with all the other map defense, which is good. And they will shorten the time to demolish a roadblock. So if you were the unlucky guy who had to demolish a roadblock, after the 20th collection truck, maybe you gave up because you were tired of wasting those poor trucks. Yeah, you remember this. I don't miss those moments. They will fix that as well. This is another good news. They will also prevent you from building those map building inside enemy claim land. That was the main strategy. So let's say that you burn a village, or you're burning a village, and you want to prevent the enemy from fixing that village. You will just simply build enough garbage in that claim land to prevent the enemy from jumping and trying or an attempt to fix the village. This will be no longer possible, and I think it makes sense because it was kind of a lazy way to guard the village. Now you won't be able to do that. You will have to manually block the enemy from building there, which makes sense. Mind you, you can still build those weapons inside your own land in neutral territory, but not in enemy claim land anymore. There will be more optimization, as they say. Increase the storage capacity in Desert Oil Refinery, which is good. If you buy the Battlestar package, now your oil production is accelerated, so you don't have to collect that oil more than 3 times per day. They will adjust that and some other small details. This is overall good news. I hope that they fix everything's wrong with Cairo so everybody can enjoy this map. I did not, but maybe I will in the future. If we don't have choice, we go anyways, but I'm glad that Lilith listened to us. They mostly do, right? I know some of you are requesting some silly stuff. I don't make fun of you, but like the officer exchange, I don't think it will happen. The unit exchange, I don't think it will ever happen. You guys keep asking, but I mean, Lilith made it this way, so you have to think twice when you assemble a unit. So if every month they suggest or they introduce the unit swap, then nobody will care. They will assemble whatever they want, do their test, and wait for a month to revert their decision. It's not the point here. Be careful, do your research, assemble the right unit. If you screw up, no big deal. I know it takes some time to assemble a new 7.2 units, but I mean, it's part of the game, guys, okay? So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, I hope that you're gonna have a great weekend. Stay tuned, more content will pop up in during this weekend. I have a bit of time and I have some content ideas that I want to share with you. Until then, take care and have a great weekend.